welcome to another episode of Landscapes with Chris Purdy. No, we'll call it Creative Juices with Chris Purdy. Landscapes are the main subject here, and I usually don't like to show my face, but my kids want me to make videos for my YouTube channel. I better do it, I'm told. I am going to just talk a little bit about a recent thought I've had with the definition of landscape, and then I'll get to some footage that I got this summer, which I'm very happy with. Basically, I looked at the word landscape as a strict legal definition, and it's a combination of words, land and scape. Land, not too positive connotations. Land, it's neutral, it's uninteresting. But when scape is added, landscape, it becomes a more emotional kind of response for lots of people. Now, the word scape by itself actually has definitions. The first one is more technical, being a stem or a structural element for biology or architecture. Doesn't apply to landscapes as much. But the second definition, which is scape, like escape. So let's escape from the land. Land escape, that's it's an older definition of scape, but I'm wondering if it applies here. A deeper dive into this definition, you might say that we are trying to escape the monotonous land for more, we'll call it supernatural landscape. We might actually not, the landscape that we idealize might not exist. It does exist, not in the present form though. So we use the landscape art for a supernatural approach to beauty and the landscape. And that's just one thing I wanted to talk, but even if a landscape is completely manufactured, which is kind of like what I do with my digital artwork, it still does exist in truth, and making a landscape art is the way to manifest that reality. So moving on to more interesting visual aspects. So landscapes are very primordial, and to connect to a land takes an ancient kind of mythical connection. For me, the landscape is the celebration of life through water. I studied landscapes and their relationship to living organisms. I began to see patterns emerge that tell the tale of evolution and unify the land to the individual or the creative. From the shape of lightning to the veins in our bodies, I see dendritic patterns, river-like patterns that reveal the paths of energy that we all have in common and shape the landscape. In some ancient earth-based religions, bodies of water were worshipped as portals to magic realms and the source of power in an area. We still follow that form of earth religion today in subtle ways. You can just look at the base of a fountain and see how many coins are tossed there. I have a earth spirituality that I take further, and I actually look at the elemental nature of 2 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, and how this dominates our physical structure, and how this molecule transports energy is really represented in the shapes of life through mathematical patterns. Even the pulsing of our hearts is an evolutionary step that mirrors the pulse of the tides or the change of the seasons. There's a circadian rhythm internally that we are bound to. We oscillate, we gyrate, we erode, we solve, we dissolve, but some of us are frozen, some of us are fluid, and a few of us are vaporous. But our souls are all of the same elements. Our challenge is to discover ourselves by finding our rhythm. When we work in harmony with our own element, our own nature, we will be in harmony with our lovely planet. Thanks for watching and listening, and see you in the next episode.